Hi, I'm Rashmi from Just Tutor, and today we are going to learn about transportation in animal and plant. These are the two topics we are going to cover in this lesson. The first thing is all about introduction of transportation in animals and plant, and the second is circulatory system. Let's proceed further, and these are the few assessment questions which will help you to understand the lesson better. The question 1 is write 3 essential things needed for animal survival. So, what do you think? What are the most important things needed to survival? Let's say water. We can't live without water, right? So, the first essential thing is water. Similarly, there can be food and there can be air that we need to breathe, right? Question 2 is name the gas that human exhale while breathing. So while breathing we take in oxygen. Which gas we takes out? Give it a thought. So it will be carbon dioxide. Third is define blood. It's a liquid substance that runs around in our body. And the question 4 is which pigment causes the blood color red? So what do you think? What we call the pigment that causes the blood color red? Yes, that's hemoglobin. Let's proceed further and have a look on the introduction of transportation in animals and plants. The first point is all living organisms need water, food and oxygen to survive. They even need to transfer all of these to their whole body so that their system can work efficiently. So you can see that these are the 3 important things that organisms need to survive: water, food and oxygen. And also they transfer all of these to their whole body so the whole system can work efficiently. Second point, in animal they also need to transfer their waste to that part of the body from which they can remove it. So when we intake a food substance, so there are many more substances that helpful to build up our body, and the waste will remove from some different parts of the body, and this all happen with the help of heart and blood vessels. So these are the 2 main important components that help to work the whole circulatory system. They function to transport substances and together form the circulatory system. Let's see some detail in the same topic, which is circulatory system. Blood is the fluid which flows in blood vessels. It transports substances like digested food from the small intestine. You know there are 2 types of intestine, large intestine and small intestine. So the small intestine worked when we transport substances like food through the body. So small intestine to the other parts of the body. It carries oxygen from the lungs to the cells of the body. It also transports waste for removal from the body. Blood is a liquid, fluid part is plasma. So the blood is whole liquid and the fluid part is called plasma. You can even have a look in the picture, which has cells of various kinds suspended in it. The name of these cells is red blood cells, in short we call RBC, and white blood cells, WBC, and the important part which is plasma. Let's have a look and learn more about red blood cells. RBC contain a red pigment that is called hemoglobin. We discussed this word on the pre-assessment that this factor makes the blood red, that binds with oxygen and transport it to all parts of the body and ultimately to the cells. So with the help of the oxygen in the body, they transport the blood to different parts of the body. The presence of hemoglobin makes blood appears red. So these are the two other components. The second is white blood cells. WBC fight against germs that may enter our body. Platelets. The clot is formed because of presence of another type of cell in the body called platelets. So you must have heard this word clot. So blood clot that we can say. It formed because of the presence of another type of cell in the blood that called platelets. So clot formed basically because of the platelets. And the WBC fights against germs that may enter our body. So this is the very crucial role of WBC, that fight against the germs that may enter in our body. Now, what are the work of blood vessels? The blood picked up the waste material, including carbon dioxide, from the cells. This blood has to go back to the heart for transport to the lung for removal of carbon dioxide. So this is the work of blood vessels. So the blood has to go back to the heart for transport to the lung for removal of carbon dioxide. So from heart to the lung, that's how it works to remove carbon dioxide from the body. And the second more important component is arteries. These vessels carry oxygen rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body. Since the blood flow is rapid and at a high pressure, the arteries have thick elastic walls. They divide further into extremely thin tubes called capillaries. So another component comes out from arteries, that capillaries. When arteries divided into extremely thin tubes, these tubes will become capillaries. And again, they work for blood flow. And here we have another component, that is veins. These vessels carries carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body back to the heart